Okay guys, in today's video we are going to do a part 2 for cash budget. So please make sure that you watch the whole video so that you're gonna understand the principle one by one that I'm going to explain to you. So the question paper that we are going to do is the question paper that was written last year for preparation of examination during September. In other words, it was a trial question paper. All right, so this is the question that we are going to do. So we are going to focus on question 4, which is cash budget. Okay, let's first read the information, then we're gonna answer the question. Okay, you are provided with an incomplete cash budget of non-government traders. The business is owned by Madoda Zulu. Okay, then 4.1, complete a data collection schedule for November 2017. So this is the schedule that we are going to complete. Some of the figures we are already given. Okay, 4.2, calculate amount of bed. Number 4.3, calculate the missing figure. And number 4.4, the rent will increase on 1 November 2022 and calculate the percentage increase. Okay, then we also have another questions that we are going to calculate interest on loan, and we also comment. Okay, so the information that we have been given is from information number 1, the actual and the budgeted sales and the cost of sales. Okay, then they give us a month from August until November, and they said note 60% of total sales are for cash, which means that 40% is the one which is a credit. Okay, then you can see they give us a similar collection schedule, which I already draw on the table that we are going to fill. Okay, number C, they said debtors currently pay according to the following trend: 10% paid in the month of sales, and 70% in the first month following the month of sales, and 18% in the second month following the month of sales, and the balance will be written off, which means that you have to know that in total it must be 100%. It's just a 100% minus all those percentage that we've been given: 10, 70, and 18. We're gonna remain with 2%, which is going to be written off. Okay, then number D, they said the business maintain a fixed stock level. Okay, the other information, guys, we are going to go through it when we answer other questions, because we already read the information that is needed to complete our data collection schedule. So what we have to use, we have to use our information number C. Okay, information number C, they said the debtors currently pay according to the following trend: 10% paid in the month of sales, 70% paid in the first month following the month of sales, and 18% in the second month following the month of sales. As you can see, guys, here, they already calculated a credit sales, especially when it comes to grade 12. You will find that when it comes to a data collection schedule, they know that you know this from grade 11, which means that they are not going to give you a marks to calculate a credit sales, because you know that you are just going to multiply by 40%. Okay, now we are looking for November part. They say that a 10% we are going to pay in the same month. Okay, guys, if they said in the same month, simple means that if you purchase on January, you have to pay on the same month of January. Okay, it's very simple. Let's come here. I want to show you something so that it can be easy for you. Okay, you can check there. We have a month this side, and we also have a month this side. If you find that they said you are going to pay in the same month, you have to do this, guys, so that at least you can get something. You have to check a month that are matching. A month that are matching. Very simple. If you have August this side, you also check if you have August. Okay, we don't have August. September, we don't have it. It's fine. October, we have it, which means that we have October and October, which means that where these two are going to meet is that 10%. I hope it's clear. But from October, we are not going to feel anything. They already write guys. They already right. For example, if you can see, October and October, they meet here. That's why this 29,760 is 10% of 297 and 600. Very, very simple. Which means that when it comes to November, we just come here. November, they meet here. They are going to meet here. You must make sure that when you do this and when you do this, they are corresponding. Alright, which means that our 10% we are going to calculate it here, which means that it's gonna be November 350,400. Okay, let me show this one calculation. 350,400 multiplied by 10%, which I think is gonna give us 35,040. 35,040. Very, very simple. Okay. Besides this strategy, guys, because we have other percentage, what we have to do is that you have to touch this month. On August, remember we have a 10% and they follow by 70% and also follow by 18%, and the remaining is 2%, but 2% we don't record here is bad debt. Okay, this one in the same month. In other words, they said August, we are going to pay August 10%. The following month after August is September. We're gonna collect 70%. Okay, August follow the next other month of 18%, which means that it's after September, which is going to be October. Okay, 10% is for August and August. 70% is for August and September. 18% is August and October, which means that the remainder of 2% is bad debts, but we are not going to calculate here. The reason is because it's bad debt. The remaining of 2%, we are going to write it off. Okay, now let's go to September. Okay, let's use the same percentage. September and September is 10%. September and October is 70%. September and November is 18%, which means that we are going to calculate 18% of September. Okay, how are we going to calculate it? Very simple. 316,800 multiplied by 18%. Okay, if you do this on your calculator, it's going to give you 57,024. 57,024. Very simple. Okay, now let's test the October. October and October is going to be a 10%. October and November is going to be 70%. Okay, which means that we are going to use a 70% on November. Simple. Okay, which means that we are going to say this amount of 297,600 multiplied by 70%. Why 70%? Because the following month after October is November, which means that on the same month, on October, we collected 10%, but on the following month, we collected 70%. Okay, if you calculate this, it's going to give you, let me calculate this side, it's going to give you 208,320. 208,320. Very simple. Very simple, which means that after that, you have to calculate a total. You have to add everything, and it's going to give you 300 and 380 4. Very simple. So this is how you should complete your debtors collection schedule. Okay, for this one I also did another video which you can also go and check. So guys, please, if you are coming here for the first time, please I beg you, make sure that you subscribe, because that's how we get encouraged to do more videos. So please make sure that you subscribe so that the channel can grow. I think now we are on 1.7,000 subscribers. We are about to reach 2,000. Please, let's push guys so that this channel can grow. And also like this video and share with friends who are doing accounting so that they can also learn. Okay, let's proceed to number 4.2. 4.2, they say that calculate the amount of bad debt that will be written off. Remember, we pointed to November and we said it's going to be a bad debt, which means that it's simple. You just say 369, 4.2, 369, 600 multiplied by 2% of bad debt, which is going to give you amount of 7,392. 7,392. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. Now let's go to 4.3. Calculate the missing figure indicated by Roman figure 1 up to Roman figure 5 on the cash budget. 11 marks. Okay. What is it? Okay, there is a cash budget that we have. Okay, we are going to calculate from number 1 up to number 5. Okay, now let's first check our Roman figure number 1. Roman figure number 1, they said we have to calculate cash sales amount for October. It's very simple. We have to go back and check our information. Okay, on our information, our total sales for October is 744. Okay, it's 744,000, if not mistaken, 744,000 years. Then our total sales, they say that no, 60% of total sales are for cash, which means that we just multiply by 60%. Okay, then it's gonna give us an amount of 446,400. Very simple like that. Okay, let's proceed so that this video won't be very long. Okay, the second Roman figure, and they said we have to calculate a cash purchase of trading stock. Okay, let's go to information that is related to that. A cash purchase of trading stock, they said a 60% of total purchase on credit are on credit. Okay, and creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase to take advantage of 5% discount. In other words, we pay our creditors in the following month. If we purchase on January, we're gonna pay them on February. So the one that we are looking for is for November. The payment that we made for November is inventory that we purchased on October, on the last month, because we pay on the following month. Okay, now let's check our inventory. They say that a total is on credit and 40% of the total is gonna be a 40%, because remember they said a credit purchase is 60%, which means that 40% is cash. Okay, now let's check our total purchase is how much. Our total purchase for okay, let me scroll. My PC is freezing this side. Okay, what is it? Okay, remember guys, now we are dealing with cash. Remember, if we are dealing with cash, simple means that if we purchase something now, we are going to pay it now because it's cash. It's not what? It's not a credit, which means that if we are looking for the balance for November, we must take the one for November because payment, cash payment is immediate payment. Okay, we pay same time. So which means that we are going to take the one for November, which is 584,000. 584,000, and we multiply by 40%, okay, which is going to give us an amount of 233,600. Very simple as that. So this is the answer, and this is the answer. This is the calculation. Okay, now let's proceed to Roman figure number 3. Okay, a payment to creditors for stock. Okay, so this is the one that I was talking about, that you have to take the one for previous months because they said we pay in the following month and take advantage of 5% discount. Okay, now because we are looking for Roman figure number 3, which is on October, we are going to take an amount of, let's check our cost of sales. Our cost of sales is purchase. Okay, because we are looking for October, we must take the one for September, which is 528. Okay, 528,000, and we multiply by 60%. Why 60%? Because we are dealing with credit now, not cash. Okay, and remember they say that there's a 5% discount, which means that we're not going to pay 100%. We're going to pay 100 minus 5% discount, which we have to say multiply by 95 over 100. Okay, which is going to give us an amount of 300,090 and 960. Simple as that. Okay, now the last Roman figure, we have to calculate balance at the end for month of November. Very simple, guys. Very simple. You take your cash surplus, which is how much? 77,000. Okay, I think I missed another one here. Which one did I miss? Okay, Roman figure number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they are only up to 4, not 5. Okay, so we take 77,200. Okay, and we add or we subtract opening balance. So this one is always changing, negative sometimes, sometimes positive. Okay, then balance at the beginning is how much? Remember, balance at the beginning is the closing balance for last month. So closing balance for last month, it was 27,200, which is negative. We are going to say minus 27,200. But if it was positive, we were going to do what? To add. Okay, you now, because it's negative, we are going to subtract, and it gives us amount of 50,000. 50,000. Very simple as that. All right, now we are done with this part. So let's continue to 4.4. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this part. Okay, 4.4, they said the rent increased on 1 November 2022, and now you have to calculate the percentage increase. Okay, let's go to our table and check a rent amount. The rent, if you can see, on October it was 11,000 and it's go to 12,320. Okay, 12,320. The formula that you have to use is you have to say a new amount minus old divided by old. Okay, minus old of 11,000 and divide by old. Old is like a previous one. Okay, and you multiply by 100. You can also first get answer here. Then, if you calculate all this, it's going to give you a 12%. There was a 12% increase. Simple as that. 4.4. Okay, now let's go to 4.5. 4.5. All right, 4.5, they said interest on loan is paid on the last day of each month and is not capitalized. Calculate the loan balance on 1 October 2022. Okay, now they say that we have to calculate what? Interest. We have to calculate balance of a loan, and we only have interest on loan amount. Okay, if you can check under payment, interest on loan, they say that is amount of 3,750. Now we have to do a versa in order for us to get what? To get a balance. Remember, if you can check on the brackets, they said it was 15%. This is 15%. How do we do a reverse? Remember when we calculate this, we said the amount of loan multiplied by 50%, 15 over 100. Now we have to say 100 over 15. We call it what? A reverse, but it's going to give you a monthly balance. We have to convert it into 12 months so that we can get a balance of the loan. Okay, then it's gonna give you amount of 300,000. 300,000. The reason why we multiply by 12, guys, remember we use the interest, monthly interest, which means that we're gonna get, if we just multiply by 100 over 15, we're gonna get a monthly balance. So we're looking for balance of the loan. Okay, the entire balance. Okay, 4.6. Comment on the fixed deposit budget for November 2022 and provide possible application use of this fund. Okay, quote the figures. All right, now on our table, let's check our fixed deposit. Our fixed deposit is 88,000. It's 88,000. Okay, when they said you have to quote, very simple. Their simple means that you have to indicate that our fixed deposit is 88,000. Now they want you to give them a reason. How can we use this amount that is going to mature? Okay, there are so many different possibilities that you can explain, as long as they are going to assist what? The business. Number one, you can say that they can pay a loan or they can reduce the loan because this business have a loan. If you can check here, we have calculated the balance of a loan of 300,000. So they can use this 88,000 to reduce a loan because this loan is charging more interest. This fixed deposit is only giving us a 7% interest, and the loan is charging us 15%, which means that we are not gaining anything. We can use 88,000 to pay a loan or to reduce a loan, or we can reinvest again. But to reinvest, guys, remember we are just going to get a 7% interest, and on the other side we are paying 15% interest to the bank. Okay, so that's the possibility answers that you can give. Okay, then 4.7, Madoda decided that the business will purchase a delivery vehicle on 1 October 2022. State to benefit of decision. Madoda decided that the business will purchase a delivery vehicle. If you purchase a delivery vehicle, which benefit that the business is going to gain? They say that you have to state it too. Okay, the first benefit of delivery vehicle, of course, our client are going to get what? Are going to get their services very quick, because they were going to do what? To deliver to them. Okay, another benefit is that our value of assets, of course, is going to do what? To increase. The other one, we can also use the vehicle as a rental. We can rent it to someone, which means that we are going to gain what? We are going to gain some cash. Okay, we can also call it outsourcing. Okay, then 4.8, they said comment with the figure and provide possible reason in each case. Okay, let's go to this table. Okay, 4.8, they say that let's say total sales, advertising, delivery expense, and telephone. So they want us to comment on advertising, delivery expense, and telephone. Listen very, very careful. These questions where you have to explain. There is many possibilities that you can explain as long as you give a valid reason. Okay, let's start by advertising. They budgeted amount of 63,360, and actual one become the same amount with the budgeted. So now we have to comment. Did the business benefit from this advertising? No. Why? Let's check our total sales. Our total sales is amount of okay, they budgeted 792, and the actual one it was 633, which means that the actual one is less. Okay, then the possibility of this actual amount, which is very low than the budgeted one, it can be probable they advertise to the wrong people or to the wrong target market. That's why most of them, they didn't come in and purchase, or maybe their advertisement is not really encouraging people to buy. Okay, then what about delivery expense? They budgeted 55,000 and the actual one is 48,000. Okay, so even this one is not good at all. The reason is because of sales as well. The budgeted sales is higher than the actual one, which means that it's either these people who are supposed to deliver, they were using their the vehicle of the business for their personal use. Because if they budgeted delivery expense of 55,000, it was supposed to be 55,000 or more, and in that case, even the budgeted sales was supposed to be higher, to show that we are delivering to what? To customers. If we deliver to customers, our sales goes up. Okay, and telephone, they budgeted 6,100 and the actual is 8,500. It's too bad. It's too bad. It simply means that probable employees are not using a cell phone for business purpose. They are also using it for personal use. Because if we budget 6,000 and we end up spending 8,500, which means that we spend more higher than the actual one that we were supposed to spend. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. So please, before you leave, make sure that you like this video and subscribe. I'm going to do a part 3 for cash budget before you write your trial, as well as other chapters that is going to assist you to deal with a trial or preparation of examination. Okay, I will see you on the next one, guys.